All right, what's going on, everybody out there? Welcome to Hip Hop News Buzz. Just wanted to holler at y'all real quick about Akademiks, DJ Akademiks getting robbed yesterday at the YoungBoy concert. It's really kind of crazy because he had went to like 11 other shows and no incidents happened, but you could hear from his interview where he's talking about how when he was arriving to the place, he thought he was going to be able to park next door to or close to Birdman, but he ended up not being able to do that. And when he got into the area he was in, they told him he couldn't come into that area. They said you had to park outside the building. So he tried to pull up close to the concert, and they was like, you got to go outside the building. So he went. They went outside the building, and he parked the car. He said later on, his security guard coming to him saying, "Hey, we can't find the driver." And he like, "What? Where the driver at?" So he like, I'm in the concert. I couldn't tell. So he said they finally locate the driver, and he apparently had been robbed. And he's like, what? The car had been robbed. Wherever they parked at, somebody was able to catch up to them and rob the car. And he said they only lost a book bag. Wasn't no real money. And funnily, he said he didn't even call the police. And, you know, normally he's one of those police calling dudes. That's what he at least claims. So, but it's like it seemed like the streets caught up to that to act, you know, and that could happen. You know what I'm saying? You outside every day, you outside running around, you doing stuff, and you could actually catch up with some guys who come running to you and make something happen. And especially if you're by yourself or if you're not able to secure the things that you got. You know what I'm saying? That's highly possible. You might not be able to secure everything you got, especially if other people with you. So they left him kind of stranded. And then he said, funny, another thing that was funny about it is he said the security guard was asking for his pay. Like, hey, I haven't gotten paid. He like, get pay you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I basically got robbed. So that's the question. Do you think that the security guard still deserves to get paid, even though he left the car maybe unlocked or something happened where somebody robbed the car and then left DJ Akademiks, you know, not having his whatever items that he lost? That's something to question right there. I was wondering what you thought about that. And also, you know, it's crazy because DJ Akademiks, he kind of was like a in the house kind of guy. Like he wasn't outdoors too much, and he kind of claimed that and was happy about that. But now in recent times, he's going to the concerts. You know, NBA YoungBoy hasn't really done many concerts or wasn't on tour for a long time, and now he's doing it. And he's got a lot of other country rocking with him and supporting him. So I don't know if DJ Akademiks is doing a documentary or if he work or something, or he just cool with the crew and he coming around so he can hang out with him because, you know, he's like the top rapper in the game right now with NBA YoungBoy being so successful. But that's what I see DJ Akademiks doing, kind of basically hanging with the shorties so he can keep his name relevant too. Because as you are a critic of rap, you know, as we do critiques over here as well, you people are going to kind of pay attention to you and say, okay, well, who are you? Like, what makes you a critical person that can talk about rap that I should listen to or whatever. But, you know, DJ Akademiks has built himself a brand where people already support his understanding about what he think about rappers, what he think about their music, their albums. And some of the rappers he's built some enemies with, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how that's going to be, because they looking at it like you stopping me from making money. If people listen to you, then I can't get paid. So that's going to make them have those kind of problems with him, you know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't think he would ever pop out and just go up in the crowd and be around the world, be around the people, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody want to, you know, retaliate or be like, man, who the hell? There you go. You know what I'm saying? Especially you're in a place like Houston. It's a large black population. I don't think he would ever come to Chicago. I don't think he would ever come here because he has already stated that people that's from here don't like him, like the other rappers that's his age or whatever. The rappers he didn't talk shit about that's even probably younger than him. They like, if I ever see that dude, you know what I'm saying, we're going to really make a problem for him. And that's something he got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? If you're out here talking smack and, you know, the online is crazy because it's okay when you're doing it, but it's only a problem when the people run back up on you. And now you got some something to face that you probably wouldn't have had to face normally. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that you kind of did to yourself. Like, you wasn't dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? And you did it to yourself. But I rock with Akademiks as far as his hip hop knowledge go. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know, the guy has put a heavy amount of progress into the game where he put a lot of hip hop out there. He talk his shit, and I've listened to him for a long time. I listen to DJ Akademiks more than I listen to somebody like Vlad TV or whatever. But I do listen to him. But then some of the stuff he say do be outrageous and egregious and crazy. You know what I mean? And you got to just be like, what the fuck is he talking about? But obviously, he in the hip hop game and he got a big old fan base out there. So it don't matter what you say. And I think he's a little Teflon too, because a while ago he was dealing with some kid or whatever, and that had went down, and people like me was like, "What the hell is that all about?" But I guess he explained it away. So nothing really happened. He back in the game doing his thing. It wasn't like no big deal in his fan base. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to sustain. But in my era, my age bracket, it's like, what the fuck was he talking about? But it happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it happened today, but him being a known podcaster and a rich podcaster, people going to see you as a target because really be everywhere. And if you pop out somewhere, then a person could say, there you go right there. I've been waiting so long. Celebrity is crazy because if you become a celebrity to that extent, then you're going to have the money and the accolades. But again, all kind of wild stuff could happen. You know what I mean? Some girl got art inside his house, and she claimed she was art. And he said, I was upstairs asleep the whole time. And then people was like, yeah, right. Y'all had a girl over there. Y'all did what y'all was going to do. But surveillance footage in his house, I guess, proved that he was at home. So, allegedly. So he didn't get caught up with that particular situation other than just the accusation. So, he's been through a lot of little quirks and quips in the industry of hip hop just to get his name as strong as it is today. And he definitely got a strong name. You know what I'm saying? You hear DJ Akademiks, it's almost like he is the paparazzi of hip hop, but just with a microphone, not necessarily where he's a paparazzi with a camera. You know what I'm saying? So, but getting robbed at NBA YoungBoy concert, that's kind of crazy. Well, I guess they saw him pulling in, or even I've seen some people say that they could tell his car when he was arriving, so they was like, oh, there you go, right there. People could target you, and so they was like, somebody probably inside the car that was with him was like, yo, hey, what's the name is gonna be here? So, let's make sure that we, do our thing. So, because when we see them, we only got this amount of time before they come back out to their cars. You never know how those guys was thinking like that, but they up in Houston, so it's a large black population, and I know somebody like DJ Akademiks is gonna have a big fan base, like up there, like people gonna know exactly who he is. Hip hop is so big today that it's not a lot of people being, that's like hidden. You know what I mean? If you in hip hop, motherfuckers know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the celebrity side. You got a fan base by now. You know what I'm saying? You're not just a hip hop artist and don't nobody know who you are. So that's why I say he got his little situation handled. Say he didn't call the police. He didn't make no incident report. No jewelry was stolen, nothing like that. So he wasn't really crying about it all. He felt like he could handle it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you ever been in Houston. Let me know what would you do if you had got some stuff stolen out of your car? Would you blame somebody that was with you? Would you feel like it was your fault? You know what I'm saying? Do you leave the concert sometime to go check your car? Like, what happens if that happens to you? You know what I'm saying? No, DJ Akademiks didn't lose nothing, so he said, but just a note, a book bag, so that probably wasn't too expensive. Unless it was like Fendi or one of them funny names, but you let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all watching the podcast today, and I'll be back at y'all. We'll have some new videos that'll pop up around this area right here later, and you can check them out, man. I appreciate y'all.